Good evening. Here's the world news from our studio BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am yours faithfully, Mowiwe Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. There was an attempt to bomb me near Kawo Bridge, Buhari. Man, 38, bags life imprisonment for a forceful sex love, impregnating teenage in-law. Police arrest 25-year-old suspected armed robber, recover pistol in Delta. 30-year-old man allegedly killed 3 siblings with cutlass. Fate of Nigeria lies in hands of politicians, Abdul Salam Abubakar. Group 6 ends to brutality of security agents against Abia youth. Why there's kidnap resurgence in Southwest, Gani Adams, SSG. And to foreign story, UK's Johnson fights back after defection. And to sports, AFCON, Sunday Diary Hills Super Eagles after 2-0 win against Guinea-Bissau. Now the news in details. President Muhammadu Buhari has in Kaduna on Thursday recalled with nostalgia how he narrowly escaped being bombed near the Kawo Bridge while traveling to Katsina State in July 2014. Buhari, who was at the newly constructed Kawo Bridge executed by the El Rufai administration, said, "There was an attempt to bomb me here. There was a market nearby, but a security escort were vigilant. The Kawo Bridge was a project many said had become a sinecure which had attracted many tourists to Kaduna since its completion. As part of a visit to Kaduna, President Muhammadu Buhari commissioned the ultra-modern sports and shopping complex at Murtala Square, Kaduna, where he reiterated the likelihood of his staying in Kaduna after leaving office. Speaking while commissioning the project, the president commended the foresight and development stride of El Rufai administration, pointing out that Kaduna would be difficult for a long-time visitor to recognize. Earlier, President Buhari, who arrived Kaduna the previous day, was in Kafanchan, southern Kaduna, where he appreciated the numerous projects he commissioned and thanked the governor for building good roads and other infrastructural projects in rural parts of the state. Buhari and his entourage, led by Governor Nasir Ahmed El Rufai, were expected to be in Zaria in continuation of project commissioning. The president's visit to Kaduna, his state of residence since retirement from the military, was expected to end on Friday. A 38-year-old businessman, Ofure Sekere, was on Wednesday sentenced to life imprisonment by an Ikeja domestic violence and sexual offences court for making love and impregnating his 14-year-old in-law. Platform Times gathered that Justice Abiola Sholadwe sentenced Sekere after finding him guilty of a charge of the farming contrary to Section 137 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State 2015. Delivering judgment, Sholadwe said that the prosecution approved every ingredient of the offense of the farmer. The described and prosecution witnesses are compelling and convincing. This is contrary to that of the defense, which was rather shallow and full of fallacy. The evidence of the defense witnesses were merely self-serving, she said. The judge admonished parents to stop sending their children to stay with relatives and advised that they should plan their families by giving birth to the number of children they can afford. The defendant maltreated the victim, his wife's niece, by making love with her. The conduct of this so-called in-law is hurtful and demeaning. Where is the defendant's humanity and moral compass? This case is a reflection of sexual lawlessness that occurs within the family circle. The defendant must be duly sanctioned in the hope that this will serve as a deterrent to others to not toe the line of sexual misconduct. A police patrol team led by the Divisional Police Officer, DPO in Sapele, CSP Harrison Nwabusi, have arrested a 25-year-old suspected armed robber, Leo Okiri, with 1 locally made pistol, 2 live cartridges, and 1 expanded cartridge. The suspect was part of a 2-man armed robbery gang who were allegedly operating at number 6 Power Close Okiri Baga in Sapele. This is coming as one other suspect escaped from the scene, the Post can report. The Delta State Police Command, led by CP Ari Mohammed Ali, confirmed the report in a statement signed by the Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Bright Edafe. The police image maker said, manhunt for the other suspect is ongoing. He said the suspect was arrested based on the distress call that a two-man armed robbery gang were operating at number 6 Power Close Okiri Baga in Sapele, according to DSP Edafe. Consequently, the DPO Sapele Division, CSP Harrison Wabusi, detailed and led police patrol teams to the scene. The team, upon arrival, condoned the area and laid an ambush. Ahead of the 2023 general election, a former head of state, General Abdul Salami Abubakar, retired, has warned the political class to be mindful of their words and deeds. General Abubakar stated the political class must realize that the fate of Nigeria lies in their hands. The former head of state warned that the political class must remember that no one can rule over a nation in ruins. He said these are the 19th Daily Trust Dialogue with the Team 2023, the politics, economy, and insecurity. Abubakar said, our political class must realize that the fate of Nigeria lies in its hands and choose to do good in this moment of history. As they just stood for power in the coming elections, all politicians must watch their words and deeds carefully and avoid saying or doing things that will further heat up the polity. We must all remember that no one can rule over a nation in ruins. Leadership is a collective responsibility, and we must all play our parts positively. Still to come from the world news, a group known as Abia Freedom Alliance, AFA, an association of concerned Abia technocrats, professionals, businessmen, and religious leaders, has demanded immediate stoppage of brutality of security agents against Abia youth. This is contained in a communique issued by the group after its meeting in Umuahia, the state capital. The communique justly signed by the convener, Prince Uzo Nwachukwu, Dr. Caleb Adaba, Chief Joe Ezaru, among others, were made available to Vanguard in Umuahia. It called on the leadership of Nigerian security agencies, especially the armed forces and police, to restrain their personnel from acts of brutality and torture unleashed on the youth of Abia State as they seek to contain various acts of insecurity in the state. The group, however, cautioned the youth to be law-abiding and refrain from acts that could put them in loggerheads with security agencies. It also condemned the abuse of various mind-bending substances, especially methamphetamine, otherwise known as Unkuru Miri, and called on the narcotic agencies like the NDLEA and NAFDAC to unravel the source and suppliers of this destructive hard drug with a view to cutting off the supply and rehabilitating the abusers. On the performance of Governor Okezie Ikpeazu, the group expressed concern over the way workers' welfare is being handled and urged Governor to sit up. The Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Gani Adams, on Thursday blamed the police for foiling the proposed partnership that was aimed at securing the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, insisting that the growing incident of kidnapping and killings on the road couldn't have occurred at the police authorities allowed the partnership arrangement to sail through. The Yoruba Generalissimo spoke while reacting to the prolonged attacks on travelers by bandits on the road. Adams, who is the convener of the Southwest Security Stakeholders Group, SSSG, stated that the local security outfit had, in a letter written to the police in September last year, requested for a partnership with the police authorities to join in the normal patrol routine along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to assist the police in ensuring safety and effective security along the road. He said the letter was in response to the growing spate of insecurity along the road, which remains a major road in the region. The reason for the request is to use our strengths and networks to secure the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, which has remained volatile and porous as a result of prolonged attacks, including robbery, killings, and kidnapping and other social vices in the region. The idea of seeking partnership with the police came up after a series of meetings with leaders and stakeholders of the Southwest Security Stakeholders Group to assist the police in securing Southwest along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The letter dated September 22, 2021, was addressed to the Commissioners of Police, Security Advisors, Director of State Security Services, DSS, and other security operatives in Lagos, Ogun, and Oyo. Adams, who frowned at the rate of kidnapping and killing along the road, said, given my position as the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, I have received many calls from people that felt concerned on the recent attacks on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and I think it is time to tell the world of our effort in securing the region. In case you're just joining, here is the world news coming to you from our studios, and now go to foreign story. Allies of UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson closed ranks on Thursday after a day of high drama prompted second talk about some conservatives about dethroning their embattled leader. One anti-Johnson plot by younger Tory MPs livid at breaches of lockdowns by party Darwin street staff appeared to be fizzling out despite one senior backbencher telling him to his face to quit in the name of God. Wednesday, the defection of conservative Christian Wakefield to Labour served as a reminder of the high stakes at play, with the opposition party surging in opinion polls. The Prime Minister is probably thanking Christian for what he did because it made a lot of people think again, think twice, Tory MP Andrew Passy told BBC Radio. It's kind of made people a bit more relaxed. It calmed nerves, he said. I think people have recognized that actually this constant navel-gazing and internal debating is only to the advantage of our political opponents. But forward for defection, the plotters appeared confident that they were close to the 54 letters needed to force a no-confidence vote in Johnson by conservative MPs. But the secretive process remained on hold, with some rebels even withdrawing their letters in response to Wakefield joining Labour, according to reports. And before we go on the world news, and the last story is coming from the sport angle. The sport minister, youth and sport development, Sunday Dare, has commended the Super Eagles for their consistent output and impressive victory over Guinea-Bissau, which was their last match in the Africa Cup of Nations group stage in Cameroon. The minister stated that the Eagles have posted commendable performances, exhibiting consistency in the run of play from the first game of the group through the last. I salute the tenacity and resilience of our players and coaching crew that have made our resounding victories possible in the 3 group stage matches. We have seen our players take every game as it comes with uncommon gusto and consistency. I hope they keep the fire burning and continue trudging until we bring home the trophy, Dare said. The Super Eagles will play the AFCON Round of 16 game on Sunday, January 22, 2022. That was the world news from BGI TV. But before we go, a quick recap of the headlines once again. There was an attempt to bomb me near Kawo Bridge, Buhari. Man, 38 bags live imprisonment for making love, impregnating teenage in-law. We also brought to you, police arrest 25-year-old suspected armed robber, recover pistol in Delta. Also before you, we came with a 30-year-old man allegedly killed 3 siblings with cutlass. Fate of Nigeria lies in hands of politicians, Abdul Salam Abubakar. Group 6 end to brutality of security agents against Abia youth. Why there is kidnap resurgence in Southwest, Gani Adams, SSSG. And to foreign, UK's Johnson fights back after defection. And lastly, sports story. Sunday Dare hails Super Eagles after 2-0 win against Guinea-Bissau. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Babagagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates of our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. And on Instagram, Bagede Imo_22. For advertisement of your goods and services, products, coverage of event and function, the phone number streaming on your screen is the line to dial. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebina Loa.